Are you 40 plus? Grieving the person you used to be?
So is Frankie. Stick around because today you're getting a simple reset to get your edge back.
Only on mornings in the lab. Let's go, Nation.
Welcome to Mornings in the Lab, where
when something negative comes up.
Building muscle improves blood flow.
From squirting to squirreling.
Start small, build up, and expand from there.
Be entertained by fun over here.
How have I slept? Has my sleep been good? 7?
Doesn't come from breaking the rules, you guys. Boo! Hey! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! It's 2026. 2020. Oh yeah, it's 2026. That's right. Hey, good morning. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Today is your live morning show for daily morning motivation. Yes, even on New Year's Day. Hey guys, real talk, entertaining conversation. People like, Keith, why are you doing the show on New Year's Day? I'm like, I got to get up, and I don't believe in resolutions. I believe in doing the same thing every day because that's how you have success. But hey, we'll start with this. Happy New Year. Are you starting this big thing today, or are you going to start it on Monday? Or just start it last night? I got an invitation for you. Maybe today's the get up. Maybe today's the day. Hey, these are my first words spoken today. So if I'm stumbling through my words, you know why. Quick housekeeping. I got an invitation for you. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I was reading this morning, people are like, hey, followers don't matter. But I'm telling you, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, comment. Whenever I talk to people about our show, like, how many followers do you have? It really doesn't matter in 2026. You know why? Morning Focus. I got a monologue. Adam Nassari, the head chief of Instagram, is telling you why. All that bullshit from you. Oh, I forgot to tell you this too. R-rated experience, sometimes X-rated experience. So if the kids are around, sorry, I just offended them. Yep, just offended them with one word. Yep, it's exactly it. And hey, just another reminder, sometimes we get X-rated. We got a few guests on the show here today, which I expect it's going to be a fun show. And hey, listen, do not hit that snooze button. No, you hit snooze button, you're going to be 9 minutes behind the guy who doesn't, even on New Year's Day. And I got a secret for you. Today's, I guess it's Thursday. So we got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. A lot of people are doing the back to life, getting their shit sorted out on Monday. If you start your shit today, you're going to be ahead of all those motherfuckers that are waiting until Monday. I'm telling you right now. And maybe you think, maybe you think yourself, so why am I wired that way? Well, why not? Like, Monday is coming, you guys. Monday is coming. So get up, get going, put the shoes on, get active, and you might find yourself achieving some big goals before the other person is who's still sleeping in this morning. Hey guys, we are your daily accountability partner. We are free. Yeah, we start the day every single day live, 8 o'clock Eastern time. But before that, Matt Roof gets up and gets after it, 7:30 Eastern time. So you have friends, you have people, you have humans that are out there getting their biggest goals, helping you do the same thing. All right, coming up today, guys, kicking you off with the Morning Loop. We're going to look at some current conversations. And I'll be honest with you, the last 24 hours has been kind of a New Year's Day, so we're just going to kind of have a light conversation here today. Apple Fitness is launching some new stuff. Again, removing every excuse to help you achieve your goals. Hey, what was the last song MTV played yesterday? And we're talking about it. We are talking about it today. What do you think it was? The one song. And then I'm going to extend the conversation with Marty and Johnny here today around Eric Schmidt. Yeah, Eric Schmidt, the old Google guy. Eventually, we will not understand what it's doing. You're thinking, what? Yeah, I got fascinating, about 3-minute clip. We're going to break it up, Jimmy. You don't know. We're going to break it up into a few minutes, a few segments as Schmidt drops it. So we'll drop it, talk about it, drop it, talk about it, drop it, talk about it. But he comes in and says, yeah, the future with AI. And I'm going to offer you some things to think about as we have that conversation. Coming at bottom of the hour, center stage. I'm excited about this one. Sam Mitchell, the autistic podcaster who has interviewed WWE legends, NASCAR drivers, and now he's here today to interview and hang out with the legend himself, the Handsome Chief. and Jon Andersen as well. And hey, that's going to happen at the bottom of the hour today. The main event deep dive, the Seagal Trap, why men stop trying after 40. Holroyd, I was thinking about you this morning. Sullivan, I was thinking about you this morning. Same thing with you, Kindness Rising, Matty Roof, and AJ Zegman. I figured, hey, let's talk about Steven Seagal. You guys seen him lately? No, he's hanging out over across the pond in that nation that's bombing the world right now. But man, there's some metaphors to learn from the whole Steven Seagal conversation. But the most important reason to put it on the table, we got our boy from 2025 joining us today. AJ Zegman is joining us in the show today. Second hour, Zeg is going to join the party. And I know he is a Seagal fan, so we're going to have some fun with that conversation. And then we're going to name the pattern that sneaks up on good men. Yep. The part when you start protecting an identity and instead of building a life. And it's that conversation where like, I'm done improving. It's going to be real now. You know, so we're going to have that one. And then, hey, morning focus, when real becomes a filter. Yes, you heard me say that right. When real becomes a filter. You know, Adam Asari, the guy from Instagram, put it out there. There's so much synthetic. There's the word. So much synthetic content. They're talking about that there's an argument to be made that there's more value in tagging real content instead of trying to identify fake content. Think about that. Yeah, that's the world we're moving into. And then, hey, Community Corner with Maya Reyes, the art of being disliked, the business lie, and mental health comes with barbells. We got a full house today. John, Marty, Sam, and even AJ's joining. Let's have some fun, nation, because the morning loop, it starts right now.
Happy New Year, nation. If you're still in sweatpants, you're in the majority.
This is Mornings in the Lab. We build men who keep promises, even when nobody is watching.
We don't do fluff. We do reps, routines, and hard conversations.
Today's episode has a vibe shift. It's funny at first, then it gets honest, fast.
You'll recognize the pattern. You'll also recognize the excuse that protects it.
We're not here to shame you. We're here to snap you back into standards.
So check your ego and check your habits. If you've been coasting, this is your wake up. Let's roll.
Hey guys, this is a live show, so you guys can join the show with us live right now in the Mornings in the Lab community over on the left on your channel, or the phone lines will be open 431-300-3005. There's the big dog himself, 431-300-3005. Phone, text, or leave a voicemail. Come say hi in the comments, and hey, if you guys are not up getting after it live, I don't know why. True story. Get up, get your thing. Free conversation, motivating conversation to help you do your thing. Live, 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here, YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. Jimmy, I see Marty's in the lab. I'm eager to chat with the boy. Let's bring him up here. What's going on, Mr. Christopher Martin? How are you, pal?
Good morning, man. Happy New Year to you, man.
Happy New Year to you
great.
too. It's been our I think it's our third New Year's or second for sure New Year's together.
Yeah, second. Yep.
Yeah. So I gotta admit, I'm a little tired today. I was up a little later than normal last night, but Marty still hit the gym.
And no excuses, man.
Exactly
I actually got a little bit more, not a little bit more, but I had a good sleep last night.
Oh, good for you.
I'm still getting after it today, though, man.
Absolutely, yeah. What did you do last night? Did you go to the party? Just some friends coming over? What did you guys do?
I didn't do nothing. I did my show. Did last show.
Nice. That's awesome, man. I love that. That's a fucking that's value, dude, right there. A lot of fun just hanging out, chatting with folks on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Just doing what I do, reacting to videos.
Yeah.
You know, just letting my people know I'm thankful for them, like in my community and stuff. So
I love it.
Cool,
I love it. Hey, we got Sam Mitchell joining us at the bottom of the hour. Jimmy, let's get the show on the road, man. While Johnny's making his way into the lab in his truck. Listen, there are a lot of men waking up today alone on New Year's Day.
If the house is quiet, your mind gets loud. That's normal. Providing isn't just money. It's presence, consistency, peace. You can start small. We'll talk to the guys nobody checks on. We'll keep it real. You're not alone.
So this one struck me, Marty, because there are a lot of dudes waking up today alone. especially a lot of dudes, probably maybe even more closer to my demographic than yours, but there's a lot of dudes waking up alone. Maybe kids have moved out, or kids are in a different phase, or maybe divorce, maybe whatever. But you think about it, Marty, this guy's waking up alone, and it kind of struck me, but it's like, holy fuck, it's like New Year's Day, and it's feeling kind of lonely. You know what I'm saying, Marty?
I mean, I think I belong in that category too.
Well, yeah. And I'm saying it's some kind of tongue in cheek and fun, but you have that intrinsic motivation to get up and do your thing. But if you think about it, the guys that are getting up and are feeling alone today, what a wonderful place to start your day, but with us. And I'm being very serious because we're here, and it's like, hey, you get some positive energy, positive conversation, and maybe it's that emotional check-in to get that morning mindset and happen. As you've been growing up, dude, I don't think I've ever asked this question before. Have you always got up and did something, or did mom and dad have to teach you how to do something?
Nah, man, I've been getting up since, I think I've been getting up at like 5 a.m. probably since 7th grade because of my commute in DC. I had to so you've always had that because I had to get on the train and the bus, and so it created like a sense of responsibility for me.
Okay.
And just being aware, like a lot of kids didn't know how to get home. Like if you dropped them off somewhere, they had to get a ride from another parent or something, like from practice. So I've been getting up early, man. So just even in college, you got to get up and be productive. So I just carried that to my adult life too.
There you go. Good morning, Uncle. Good morning, Uncle John. What's going on, brother?
What's up, John?
What's up, brother? My apologies. We're getting in here a few minutes late. I'm supposed to be here at 10. I was here at 12. Last night's festivities were a little later than expected. You showed up, and our numbers just dropped through the roof here. So I don't know what you did, man, but all of a sudden you showed up and 30 people just showed up with you. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mornings in the Live with Keith, John, and Friends. I don't know what happened. True story. We went from 13 to 50 something. Like you literally fucking put the camera on, and did Anderson? Did you got people in your pocket or something, or what? I don't know, dude. Just weird. Sometimes I feel like I'm being watched. Maybe it's just a you ever feel like you're being watched, so then what you do, but then what you do is then you just drop your pants. You want to see? Let's have a look. It's funny because funny side note. Yeah. Where I used to live on the bay, it was a big lagoon, right? And you could see houses across. It was a really cool setup. Yeah. So Terry and I would go to fucking different barbecues and parties, and some of the fucking older ladies on the fucking lagoon would tell her that they would fucking love it when I would get dressed for fucking bed. These old fucking gray hairs were sitting there on fucking, what do you call the long thing when you look at the stars and
telescope?
The telescope that is set up on my fucking bedroom, on the bedroom fucking, because they know I go to bed at 8 o'clock. It's like a fucking daily sitcom, man.
You know what's really whacked about that is if Keith and Marty told a story where Keith and Marty had a telescope set up, looking at some woman who's 40 or 50. You know I'm going with this, Marty. If we told this story, we would be like, Keith and Marty are the big fucking perverts, right? But yet Marty, right? But yet you got some women that are ogling the old man across the lake, and we're fucking celebrating them.
Well, I wasn't so much celebrating. I was just like, I fucking knew it. I felt like I'm being watched.
I love it.
There's times I swear to God, I was in there and I was like, I swear to God, I'm being watched. So I would just literally, I'm butt fucking naked. That's what it seemed like when it would get the most, where you'd get the thing, because it was a whole set of bay windows.
Yeah.
And I, for some reason, I felt it was the fucking little neighbor. She was always trying to fucking catch a look. So I figured she was out on her dock. I just couldn't see her. I didn't think it was from across the lagoon. So I would just full frontal approach the windows.
I love it. I love it. Hey, so Johnny, as we were getting in the lab here, we got a big show here today, man. We got our guest coming in at the bottom. I got a surprise for you at the top of the second hour, Anderson. Sorry you can't stick around for a Marty. And somebody who hasn't been here for a while. So he's popping in to hang out with us for a little bit here today. But I also got a surprise for you guys here today. And I got a surprise for our team.
It's got to be AJ.
I got a surprise for the team behind the
scenes. Is that AJ?
It's AJ, yeah.
Very nice. Baby.
Well, and I got to admit, he influenced. Well, he does not know this, but he influenced the title today. We're talking the Steven Seagal So the man who wakes up today going, I'm letting myself go, like Steven Seagal. So we're gonna have that conversation.
Dude, I was so bummed when I saw that fat fucker. I'm like, dude,
I know
you were always a little chubby in your fucking movies, but you look so good even doing it chubby with the way he can do all his fucking moves and keep that tough face.
Oh, I love it.
And then you see this fucking guy, he's just a fucking pig, and you're like, who the fuck is that? That's Steven Seagal? No, that's not the guy that used to whoop ass.
I know. Marty, do you know who we're talking about, Marty?
So my mom actually brought it up to me. I didn't know who it was, and then she showed me a picture. She showed me a picture of him. She was like, "This is what he used to look like, and this is him now." I was like, "Whoa! How did they even know that was him? How did they know?"
I know, dude. It's crazy. Here's the thing that I caught my first glimpse of the Seagal. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
There was this scene where he was training, he was in a coma or something. He had to come back and train and get ready to whoop somebody's ass, right? And he's doing these different trainings, and it showed him running. And I was like, that might be the worst fucking run on a male I have ever seen in my life. Marty, am I right? Can you see an unathletic person run?
Absolutely.
You can see it a mile away, dude. Dude,
Absolutely.
Seagal, this motherfucker looked like he had 2 left feet, man. I mean, I swear to God, left foot, left knee's coming up, left arm is coming up type shit. Like, how is this guy not falling down? Unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Okay, our new teaser slate's live. Tell me that title doesn't stop the scroll.
It stops the scroll. It also starts questions.
Brian, look, it says no safe words. What's that supposed to mean?
That sounds like a warning, not a show.
We're not explaining it yet. We're earning curiosity. Curiosity, yes. Panic, maybe.
No, I'm not missing this. I'm recording it.
Why are you recording it?
So we got some new segments. We'll drop it on the show here today. So Brian and Gladys decided to join us with a little segment. Melissa, good job, man. We're trying some new stuff out here on the show, which is awesome. Hey, so we were talking men's loneliness, and Jimmy, I gave you a clip there to get prepped, but I don't want you to run it just yet, Jimmy. I do want to ask the two boys here. So yesterday, John, we talked. MTV dropped their last episode yesterday, and
we never talked about that.
Yes.
That's like fucking holy shit, dude. That
I
was
know.
part of our childhood.
What do you think was the last song they played as the final song? Jon Andersen, I'm
going to take a guess at this.
Yeah.
The very first one was something about Radio Star. Remember that? TV Radio Star. What was the name of the song? Help me bring it together.
It was Video Killed the Radio Star.
Here we go. There we go. Had to be it. Had to be it.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out.
Yeah, Marty, that's totally fine. Understand?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out. Sit back and relax.
No, this is totally fine. This is like we've left the women and children in Keith in the village. He's sweeping with them, and we're out killing a zebra. And I got a tracking method that I'm going to teach you, which is right now. So just sit back and pay attention.
I got you. Is John right? What was the last song we played last night on MTV's closing out episode?
MTV played the same song that launched it. That's a perfect circle. And it still hurts.
Each channel picked a goodbye track. That's the point. We all remember our own MTV.
So what killed it? Streaming, attention spans, or money? And what replaces it, if anything? Let's get into it.
There you go. So that was it, Johnny. You're right. Video killed the radio star. That's how they closed off. That's how they started. Yeah.
Dude, remember what was that show?
TRL.
You might remember this one, Mark. It was right downtown New York. You could see out the windows.
Yeah,
what was it called?
TRL. If Marty doesn't remember that, Johnny, I think we got to kick Marty off the show because they got to talk to his mom. If Marty's mom did not show Marty TRL, we got to kick Marty's mom's ass. I'm sorry, Marty.
I know what TRL is, but I didn't watch it. I was too young.
Is that what it was called? TRL? Fuck, I can't remember. What was the host? What was his name?
Live with Carson Daly.
Carson Daly. There we go. Yeah, he was. That show made him.
Yeah, it did. It absolutely made him. 100% it did. Yeah. And then it made Eminem. It made Christina Aguilera. It made a lot of Marty, it was appointment viewing television Monday to Friday. Johnny, 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, whatever it was. It was like the request live hour. Artists would come up and so forth. And Yeah, and you're right, Howard. If video killed the radio star, does streaming kill the video star? True story. Oh yeah, and we get downtown Julie Brown as well on the.
Oh yeah, dude.
Right.
Or what about, think of all these stars that were made? Carmen Electra.
Yeah,
Jenny McCarthy.
Yes.
Jenny McCarthy was the first Carmen Electra. She was actually much hotter, I think, too.
I can't argue with that. I absolutely can't argue with that. I'll tell you what I can't argue with is I got a little surprise for you, Jimmy. I gave you that link there. So guys, so we do this show. It's live. And we're going to launch something here in the next 2 weeks, a free accountability partner for you guys.
I know that's not me on the top left.
So that is.
Let's have a look. Come on, let's have a look. You say you're going through your. I was first chemo, John. What is your first generation?
So that's just a holding place. It's the holding place. This is going to be the Mornings in the Lab live application. It's not a website. It's a full live app. It's going to be a companion app for the show. You can see all the topics we're going to talk about up there on the show. You'll be able to watch the show right from the app itself. The daily conversation starter. What's the conversation of the day? What's the poll of the day? Highlights our segments that we get onto here on the show, and then you keep scrolling up here. We're gonna cut the whole show up, so it'll live in clips on the site, so that and everything will go back to our YouTube channel. So we're gonna get all the content from YouTube and just embed it into our application. And then as you cruise up there, you got all of our Hall of Records, all the fun things we like to talk about on the show, the Dumb Shit Award, the I Need a Hero, all the great stuff, so that we humans can find a place to consume it. Good morning, CGN Dallas. This is Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, Marty, and friends here. It's a live morning show to help you get up and get after it. And then we got our upcoming in the lab. We got guests. We got an upcoming schedule in the lab. If you keep scrolling up there, Jimmy, and then on the top there, so there's our upcoming shows. Top there, you're going to see and then folks will be able to unlock all of our hours of footage. Go learn from things Keith and John and Marty have talked about. Go have conversations with the AI. We're going to have it all archived. And then on the top, we're really moving this into a community. So back to the loneliness, right? This is a free app. Free people show up, just hang out with the boys there. Just click through that, Jimmy. Just click through it, initialize it. Just click the box there. Click one of the boxes above. And then click it and just keep clicking through and you'll see what's going to happen here. So Johnny, you'll love this, man, because I know how much you're into details. But so we got 3 things here to get you guys. Show your accountability. We just want you to check in. Show us you're up. Literally show us you're up. So I've created an accountability check-in. You can do it one of 2 ways. You can post a real picture of yourself, or you can do an AI generated image of yourself or the moment that you're in. But the goal is to show us you're up. You haven't hit the button. And it's a free accountability check-in. Keep scrolling up, Jimmy. We're going to link what you're wearing. We're going to link your watch, your ring, whatever it is, so that we can measure your sleep score. We're going to have some fun with sleep scores, a communal sleep score. And then, Johnny, we're going to add habit stacking. So folks that have great habit stacks, they can add stacks to the app as well. So maybe John has a stack that he wants to teach somebody. So it's not overcomplicated. It's super simple. It's a companion app to help people enjoy our show and enjoy what we are building every single day. But most importantly, I thought it was pretty important because there's men waking up today that are lonely. There's men waking up today with no community. And we're building it right here for men, for women, and we have the community app for you guys. So it's a start, but it's something I'm pretty proud of. And
brother, I can see just what you said. This is a start. I was going to say, I can see where this thing can really fucking find the sweet spots.
Yes,
for the guy that needs it, because there's one guy's sweet spot is different than the next. So as we keep expanding this, it's going to have a net of different things to tickle that person that needs a tickle to get up.
That's it, Johnny. Well, and here's the thing too, right? There's more and more content that we're not going to know what is real or not. So my belief is you come see Keith, Marty, John, come to our Mornings in the Lab live app. We're going to be putting real stuff up there, truthful stuff. If somebody has questions about peptides, or somebody has questions about Cardio Miracle, or the stuff that we're consuming or doing, it's a place you can find us and engage with us. And it's not to displace the YouTube or anything. It's just a companion experience. So I'm pretty excited about that, guys. Pretty excited about that. So it's working on that along the way here. We're doing that actually last night while I was watching the 2 Bunyaks on CNN, Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen do their thing.
Here's a thought that's very, very undeveloped, but I thought of this a while back. So people getting up, there's some people that are driving, some people at work. It's going to work for some, not others. But to get up, be accountable. and actually get some blood flow.
Yes.
So let's just say we transitioned. If you're the part of the morning crew that wants exercise, as we transition, boom, now it's time for 10 push-ups.
Yes.
Boom, now it's time for 25 bodyweight squats. So in this show, during the hour, first hour, whatever it is, you're going to get X amount of this, X amount of that. All you got to do is follow, listen, and watch.
So true, Johnny. So fucking true. That's exactly it. And you'll love this, man.
I mean, if I needed to do it with the I'll fucking do it.
Yeah, I know you will. Well, it's funny because I think I have something on the show here today or tomorrow, but I think it's in China where you're rewarded for doing body squats and shit. But anyway, so yesterday, Marty, Johnny dropped just a nugget, right? It's a simple nugget, but you know how he drops just simple nuggets. He's just like, just put your shoes on. And it really struck me because it's how simple it was. Today, true story. I was tired, wasn't really feeling at it today because I had a later night last night and so forth. And I got up, had my coffee, but I kind of rested my head on the couch as I was reading. And my brain's like, Keith, put your shoes on. It's like, I fucking went to the mudroom, put my shoes on, sat back down, had some water. And my brain's like, well, your shoes are on. You might as well do something now. So I was like, okay. So I fucking
baby.
True story. And I went down to the gym. Exactly. I got a walk in. I got a half lift in, not a full lift, but it was like my shoes were on. And I was looking at them. And it was like that. It was Marty's like connecting the dots, going, well, if your shoes are on, you should put them. You should fucking do something with them.
You're not going to take them off and go back and sit down.
That's exactly but that's exactly it. That's like somebody saying, "Oh, I regret climbing the mountain." No, you don't. You got over the fucking hump, man. You're not going to take your shoes off, or Johnny.
And I love this because this is a perfect display of your personal trigger. Like for me, when I'm up and moving, I'm from the other side, right?
Yes.
I don't sit down. Sitting down is the kiss of death for me.
Yeah.
Even if I go to my desk and I'm writing, like my stool in the morning is pushed to the left. So I don't go up and sit. I have to actually move the fucking chair back to sit because I know the standing is my world to keep things moving. But that's just me. Yes. Yours is putting your shoes on.
Yes.
So mine is not doing something. Yours is doing something. That just shows how broad this is for everybody.
Interesting. Well, and Marty, you said it, man, because once I put them on, like, how do I take them off without doing something? And I know this sounds like such a simple conversation, but guys, that's the whole point of this conversation is that had I said to myself, my brain, okay, well, you got to go do your 30 minutes on this and 30 minutes on that and I'd be like, oh my God, all these obstacles that I don't want to do right now. I was like, okay, I'll just put the fucking shoes on, Marty. And that was my trigger. It was as simple as that. And you know what, Marty? I didn't get a big workout in, but I still got moving. You talked about that before too.
Hey, something's always better than nothing.
Well, you know, and for me, like a trigger that I do, I would say drinking my coffee. You know, it's way back in the day when I was still trying to, coffee was something that was like, dosing myself to wake up.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that anymore, but it's just the idea that getting my coffee is like it's a trigger of me moving forward. If I get up and I'm resisting drinking coffee, that means that fucking voice is trying to convince me to get off track.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, so I like to put epic moments onto the show of people doing really cool things. And there's a legend that I spotted and just keep watch this dude fucking rock it, man. Watch this guy.
Very cool.
Just watch his hand movements. Like this guy's a fucking legend, man. Look at his arm movements, man. Just the arm movement.
Dude, I got a little story for this. It's crazy how you pull shit up. I just fucking experienced something like this. I swear to God.
That's crazy.
We're at the fucking, remember I told you I went to see Avatar, right?
Yes.
And so we get up to the front, the girls want this, that, and the other. I was getting a big Diet Coke. Amazing all the junk in these places. Holy shit.
I know.
But they go to the lady starts fucking whipping up the popcorn and they start looking at themselves. And I'm like, what's going on? They're like, she really knows what she's doing. She put some of the popcorn and put the butter on, put more of the popcorn and put the butter on. It was like, there's these methodologies to fucking getting your popcorn ready that people recognize when they know what they're doing. I mean, granted, the lady was clearly a popcorn lover, if you follow what I'm saying.
Yes.
So she knew how she liked her. She was going to give it like that to everybody else.
Well, I saw that video and to see his hand movements and Marty, the way that he was like a bartender, man. The way he was
he was putting on a show, baby.
He's so proud.
Yeah, he was in flow state.
Yeah,
he was totally in flow state.
He was in flow state.
Man. Well, real quick. This is a perfect example. We talk about when you do something all the way, it's more satisfying.
Yes.
That fucking guy
Absolutely.
probably went through his 8-hour shift, which could have been fucking boring as hell, in a way that, you know, I'm working at a fucking movie theater, but this is going to do for now.
Well, an interest, Johnny, interest. Like he's like, I'm going to be the best fucking popcorn bucket filler on the planet. Right. And he was the best popcorn fucking filler on the planet. Hey, coming up in a couple minutes, I see Sam Mitchell joining the green room there. Before we do that, John, do you know who Tiffany Stratton is? Marty, do you know who Tiffany Stratton is?
Nah,
I can't say that I do.
don't think so.
The name rings a bell, but I don't know if I'm just reaching.
Yeah, check this out, Johnny. Because I can miss the spot. What happened there? See that? Watch this. So she misses the spot here. When I find shit, I feel like I can always talk about it with you. Look at this. Boom! Ouch! That's at the training facility down in Florida, I guess it would have been. But she's the wrestler that missed the spot. Looks like she tried to step on the cord there, John, and then flipped over, right?
Yeah, that would be called a rope, by the way.
I'm sorry, not the cord. I meant cord. Who am I? I grew up with wrestling and I'm calling it a cord.
I thought we left that shit in 2025, Keith.
Yeah, she looks like she's trying to hit that, she's trying to hit the second rope and then like swan dive out, but clearly missed the second rope and just turned her over.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a pad there you can see.
100%. 100%.
She's practicing, but yeah, you know, he's in my top 3 of my buddies from Japan. He actually runs the fucking training center over there. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can actually, a few different times I've called him and said, dude, check this one out. And he's like, fuck. He's like, crazy. Like a couple times I've found him people that were like, before they're 18, he's like, dude, tell them to call me when they're 18. We can't touch them before 18.
No shit. So Marty, that's good that we can't touch them before 18. If that's a sound.
Great.
Good morning. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Marty and friends. We got Sam Mitchell joining us in about 2 minutes here. What does a WWE Hall of Famer, the first openly autistic NASCAR driver, and one of the world's leading autism researchers have in common? Well, they've all sat down with the same 22-year-old sitting in the green room right now from Indiana. His name's Sam Mitchell, coming up in a couple seconds. But hey, guys, you guys can join the show with us as well. Live in the Mornings in the Lab community, or join the show on the phone, 431-300-3005. Phone, text, or leave a voicemail. We'll open the phone lines up in the second hour. And to those of you that are not watching the show live, well, I invite you to come and see us in the Mornings in the Lab community, where we keep the conversation going.
If it makes you uncomfortable, we're probably talking about it.
Uncomfortable means somebody's hiding something.
That line's a hook. People hear it and lean in because it sounds like trouble.
It's not trouble, it's honesty.
Keep it tight. One sentence that dares them to stay. With Brianna Bass, clinical sexologist.
Clinical sexologist.
Is that a real thing?
If you feel this world wasn't built for you and you're not always sure how to navigate it, you're gonna love today's guest.
We have a young man who's turned what society calls a limitation into a launching pad for impact.
Diagnosed with autism at age 4, Sam Mitchell didn't let anyone tell him what he couldn't do. At 16, he joined his high school media club, fell in love with podcasting, and started Autism Rocks and Rolls. Through his show, Sam has landed interviews with absolute legends. But it doesn't end there. Sam is also the executive director and founder of Autism Rocks and Rolls Corporation, a nonprofit that's changing the conversation around autism. He's also delivered a published TEDx talk called Understanding Autism, Controlling Chaos with Structure. Sam isn't interested in sympathy. He's demanding respect. And his mission is simple but powerful. Show the world that people with autism are not broken. They don't need to be fixed. And there's no such thing as normal anyway. Sam is proof that society has autism all wrong. And he's on a mission to help people see and accept it. Nation, get ready for real talk, inspiration, and a perspective that'll make you rethink everything. Sam, welcome to Mornings in the Lab. We're happy to have you here.
I get a text out of the blue, and this guy's like, hey, I want to be on the show with you, John, and Marty. I think I got some things I can talk about. I want to change the story on autism. I'm like, all right, sure. That was my response. Sure. And guys, what is a WWE Hall of Famer, the first openly autistic NASCAR driver, and one of the world's leading autism researchers have in common? Well, they all sat down with this guy who's now going to sit down with me, Marty, and John. Jimmy, let's bring him up. Sam Mitchell joining us. Mornings in the lab with Keith, John, and friends. We got Sam with the black camera. That is crazy. He's like, oh my God, I'm on the show now, but the camera's not working. Jimmy, we'll just put Sam off the side there for a second when we get that figured out there. So we got Sam Mitchell joining us in a couple of minutes. Looks like we have a technical problem over there. That's kind of funny.
I just want to say that intro was amazing. I felt like I was at the movies. And
thank you. Melissa doing some.
Dude, that's where they're all like this now. He's fucking crushing these things.
Yeah, that was great. But I do have to go.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got to go. Yeah. That's right, man. Yes,
you got to go,
yes.
But I'll be here tomorrow for the whole show. So,
oh, good.
You know, Mark, you got to make the whole exit kind of like your videos on Instagram. Just say, I'll be honest, but I got to go.
I'm gonna tell the truth, and I got it.
There we go. That's right. You got to exit with that one, dude.
You know what we need to do? Actually,
I got the shirts dropping soon, Johnny. You'll like that.
Attaboy.
Marty, hold on. Marty, Johnny's right. Jimmy, we got to get a clip of Marty doing that. So that'll be Marty's exit.
That's his fucking thing, dude. That's the one he leaves. That's got to fucking play right there.
I agree with that 100%, man. Yeah, we need to get an intro for Marty, and then we need to get an exit for Marty. I love that.
Give us a good one right now. So, Jimmy, you got a little piece of clip art here. Give us a good one, Mark. Get him on the main screen.
Get a good one? All right, let's get the main screen. All right.
All right, let's do it.
Listen, guys, I'm excited to be here on New Year's with you all, but I'm going to tell the truth and I got to go. See y'all tomorrow.
There we go.
I love it. I love it.
Y'all. I see y'all tomorrow.
See you, brother. I love it. That's Johnny. Good job, man. You're right, man. That's a fucking look at you just picking up the cord, going, here's what we got to do. Here's what we got to do. Marty's that's awesome, man. That's good. That's good. Hey, so what are you doing today? Oh, we're waiting for Sam Mitchell. What's going on in your world today? So I'm thinking Terry's still sleeping. You got some folks at the house.
I've got a firm request from Terry.
Oh, so did you?
She got a lot of those last night, actually. But there's one for the morning that she has, but it's a different kind of stiff request.
Jesus, Murphy, you used firm and stiff, so I know where you're going with that one.
Well, today that's what I was saying. Stiff was last night. Firm is this morning. And I could have said strong for this morning. But so she wants me basically because today's kind of a laid back day, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I gave Ben the day off.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. And so I asked him, I said, hey, listen, if you want New Year's Day off, let me know. And he came back and he was like, yes, that'd be great. So basically when I'm done here, I'm going to get back in bed with her.
Nicely done. Yeah. So I would like to do the same, but I suspect good morning, silly goose. Yes. Get your engine started. I would like to do the same, Anderson, for some life expectancy work, but Brookie's here today. So I suspect that that's going to be probably not happening because I'll have to wait for the weekend for that one. Cause we got kids around and you know exactly what I mean.
Oh, brother, I just went through fucking a long session of that. That's why I'm playing catch up, dude. Yeah. We were actually, funny enough, I was kind of working both sides of the coin yesterday because I was doing life expectancy work and I was also putting down some really good fucking research with a peptide called PT-141.
Oh, tell me about it.
Well, figure like this. So there's multiple mechanisms of call it good wood, good sex, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
There's of course like the Viagra's and the Cialis cut out of fill, which is all vasodilation. Right.
Okay.
So once the blood starts heading down, now you got basically a turbocharger for the equipment.
Yes.
But there's a trigger in the brain. It's the arousal center. So PT-141 triggers that arousal center, makes that arousal center more effective. I don't know how you want to describe it. I don't know the science term behind it. And and that's a big one right now because erectile dysfunction is fucking off the charts.
100%. Well, let's, not to make light of it, but just a lot of bad habits, man. A lot of bad food we're eating, and then we wonder why we're not getting the wood in the morning. Well, if you're crushing Burger King and Crumble Cookie and crap food throughout the week, you're not going to perform. It's It's as black and white as that.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
And 100%. There's, I mean, and keep in mind, you know, the on something like myself and Terry, since we have our foundation is pretty fucking solid.
Yes.
You're not going to have the huge boom from this, like the person that doesn't have that.
Yes.
But even with us, you could still recognize that something was going on, which was pretty cool.
That's interesting. And have you, what about the Cardio Miracle? Have you started that, or you had that one glass a couple days ago, but you haven't really kind of got into it yet, or what?
Yeah, I'm kind of reworking my schedule for the year. And I think I'm actually going to change and I do this every so often. I'm going to change my training time into later in the morning.
Oh, no shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be a part of that.
What's the reason for that? Just because it's just is
kind of, I mean, I'll do this every so often because, like, you know, there's it's almost like, you know, think of it like this, you know, like if you love to mountain bike and there's a certain trail that you just fucking run solid, and then you're like, this trail is still fucking awesome, but it's a little stale.
Yeah.
So I'm changing trails, if you will.
I got you.
So there's nothing wrong. It's just like just kind of adjusting things to make a little bit more of a, call it, enjoyable rhythm. I don't know what you'd say.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, it's that old cliche, that old adage, right? Change is as good as a rest, right? Like it really. And sometimes we got to change shit up, right?
Yeah, I tested it a little bit over the few days when the kids were here, because the kids are not fucking training early in the morning.
No.
So I trained kind of late morning with them a few times, and it actually felt really fucking good.
I can't. So for me, I find like you start teasing like 11 o'clock, noon. And because I've been up for so long, like that's already a full day in the bank. My body's like going, dude, if you haven't trained like by 10, like it's like my body knows by 9, 10 o'clock. If I haven't trained, it's telling me something. It's like, fuck, what do you do, man? Get to the gym.
Well, there's no question there's going to have to be, because my body's used to fucking going to sleep at that time.
Yes.
So
because naps for you, right? Yeah.
So there's going to be some. I'm gonna have to squeeze my nap in prior to that. So that's part of me what I'm working my stuff out with. But it's I mean, ultimately another benefit too is that Terry doesn't really train in our home gyms. She doesn't for whatever reason. Yeah. I mean, she does, but not with regularity. She likes to go to gyms. I mean, she'll use the home gyms if she needs to get something real quick. Me too, but I can go anywhere. So we normally, in the schedule that I'm recreating, it's something I've done in the past. We normally train together at 11. So it'll be good. We'll actually have this part of our time together, because then we'll basically, like in Mexico, there's a gym we go to. Here, there's a gym we go to. So. Yeah.
Well, so for me, like literally living on top of a gym was clearly, you know, the key ingredient for me, just being able to get my shoes on and get moving. I love living on a gym. I really do, because I have no problem staying motivated. I got no problem.
Me neither, brother.
It's
me neither. You know,
it's really gratitude.
And when it's the thing with having the flexibility, like when I started these new businesses, I needed to squeeze. I was looking at my schedule. Okay, I need to gather these little pieces of time.
Yeah.
I need to basically have more time in the day. So I was looking at just like, if I trained early in the morning and I never went anywhere, there's time that's managed. Now, granted, I can still use that time when Terry drives, but it was just being extra fucking like, just really gathering those little bits to create that extra couple hours I need. I'm a perfect example. I'm a scheduled motherfucker. And even with me, I can still create an extra hour or an hour and a half if I really look at my schedule and am careful with where I spend my time.
Well, so that to me is like, it's like a good bartender squeezing 28 ounces out of a 26-ounce bottle. And I'm not saying that as a negative thing. It's just, you know how to maneuver this and that, and you know how time works, right? So as we're waiting upon Sam, if he's able to get in here this morning, I don't know if you do this. I don't often, maybe more so now because of the show. When you reflect upon 2025 over the last few weeks, not just this second in time, but I know your brain's been going here for a while. As you reflected on 2025, What are you most proud of? Like, what do you have as you reflect? What are you proud of? I'm going to guess maybe the business you started, the vertical integrated stuff. But what do you look back? What are you most proud of? What do you like? Fuck, you want to go over at? Or talk to me a little about 2025 for you. I'll do the same.
That's a great question, brother. I mean, I look at 2025 as like, there's no question a lot of really fucking good shit happened.
Yes.
A lot of challenging stuff happened.
Yes.
And I feel like I really fucking set up some really good groundwork for I'm trying to move into what I would call the next phase of my life, if you will.
Yeah, I can 100%
business wise.
Yes.
And it's already kind of there. Like, like now my team is Jesus Christ. We're just growing like a motherfucker.
Yes.
I mean, shit, I think we're like, I have to recount, but I think we're almost 15 strong now.
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah. So it's just this really cool part of like, I really felt it the other day. It was like, all I was really doing was just connecting dots. Like, okay, we got this new guy and Cam is his boss.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And, Cam was trying to work out a system. We thought we had the system nailed down. We gave it over to the new guy and then it failed. So we're like, okay, dude, we got to pull you out of there. We got to basically get this thing refined. We should have it done in like a week. So it was the Christmas week. He came back and it was like, shit, Cam still wasn't ready. He's like, I just feel like we're going to be wasting time with this guy. I said, don't sweat it. I'll just take him and I'll move it over to fucking Ben's department. So I gave one to Ben and then boom. And so it's like, I'm just kind of like the guy moving puzzle pieces around.
Yeah.
It's added a lot. I mean, it's really fun. There's still the things that I do because nobody can replace the things I personally do. That's when people are buying me, they're buying me, But outside of that, man, the team is just fucking well oiled. So that's really cool, which is setting up this new phase of like going to this where I train with Terry at 11 is symbolic of me trying to set up really what I want to do is I want to get up, kick ass sometime in that I shouldn't say late, kind of mid-afternoon is where everything is fucking handled. And now Terry and I are, we're riding the fucking bikes. We're at the lake fishing and fucking hanging out. We're fucking snowboarding or whatever we're choosing to do. Like this year should be the year that we get that snow cabin, which would be really cool. I don't think we're going to get it in time to have the snow, but it'll be set up for the following year. So I'm just looking at 2025 as just this really fucking big year of setting shit up for the next phase of my life.
I love it.
Yeah, really, really cool.
I think you lost 2 people in 25, did you not? I think it was 2 we lost in your world.
Dude, I've been losing people. I mean, dude, these ones were ones that wouldn't be expected too, as they were in personal, just a straight up personal life. Normally when I'm losing someone, well, actually shit, if you think about it, there's been,
I think it was 2.
Usually in sport, there's some that will fall. That's just pretty much guaranteed every year. Somebody's fucking dying.
But I know that. But I believe when we kicked off 25, you had a couple of family/friends that we lost in your world. Remember?
I know there's a couple of them. Well, and then the year before, my blood dad died.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sam Mitchell, I see you there, bud. We're going to bring you in a quick second here, Sam. Thanks for your patience. Hanging out with Keith and John. Good morning, everybody. Hanging out with Keith and John here this morning on New Year's Day of Mornings in the Live with Keith, John, and friends. Are having a good old conversation. Sam Mitchell has got his technical situation sorted out. We're going to bring him up here in a couple of minutes and have a quick chat with Sam. Johnny, I would say for me, you made a comment about getting your life sorted out. For me, I could relate to that. I would say that 25 was the year for me as I go into 26 where those around me and even my own mirror recognize that my identity now is this. And so what I mean by that for you is that you said get your the next chapter of your life sorted out. Well, so it's clear. So now the world knows, like I had a couple calls with some folks yesterday, just, kind of giving props to you and I for what we're building here. Like, fuck you and John, just show up all the time. Like, I know. Good morning, Adam House. Adam House sent some love to you and I yesterday. We're going to get him back on the show here too. But he's like, man, you guys are just fucking going after it. I got a lot of respect for what you guys are doing. There's nobody doing what you guys are doing. Like, I know. So it's really cool for me now as I go into 26, the business is coming in front of us. We got revenue starting to come in. I can see 26 in a really business cool way, and I know we're leading the charge, which is really cool as well. And people see that, because here's what happened, right? Is that a year and a half ago, you tell somebody you're doing this, like, oh yeah, okay, do, and then next thing you know, you're like, holy fuck, you guys are still doing it. Because those that saw us start are those that start the podcast, and they're like, these guys are fucking actually building a business doing this. Well, yeah, we said we were going to do this. Oh, you were serious? Yeah, we were serious. You know exactly what I mean, right? So it's pretty cool for people to recognize now that, oh, these guys are actually building something of significance. Yeah, we are. Thank you.
Well, you know, funny when you asked it, totally true, and I love that. I should have, as you asked me that question, I was kind of talking through. I really didn't have those thoughts formulated. But one of the things that I will say that hadn't hit my thought process yet is this.
Yes,
what we're doing.
Yes,
because you know, in the beginning, I was just basically the girlfriend of the show.
You're now part of it. No, you're right.
I'm basically now. Yeah, I was the girlfriend. Now I was going to say the wife, but I'm going to have to claim the husband.
Wait a fucking minute.
I'm not just a, you know, I wasn't, because before, you know, I mean, granted, I was here and I had a spot that was earned. Yeah. You know, but that spot, it's like when you're a really good lawyer or a CPA, they're like, this fucking guy is too good. We need to fucking juice him in. So this is partly his, so he stays. And that was a box that was checked, because obviously, you know, it was something like this, if I love doing big projects, but to know that I'm actually literally a piece of the equation now that we're married.
Oh no, there's no question. Like, this is our thing. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and I love it, right? And and I'm loving going into 26 with that, and the application we built, and oh man, it's fucking awesome. So good time.
So that box was checked. So that was a big one for 25.
Yes,
because obviously moving forward, you never quite know. It's a big commitment, and I'm loving what we're doing. But
me too. Yeah,
you know, it's kind of like a chick that's like, you know, this is a really cool thing.
Yes.
It's time for me to start to feel secure with my investment of a lot of time and effort.
It's true. You know? It's true. No, 100%, man. And I feel the same way. And I can just feel the momentum shifting. I could feel the energy shifting, momentum shifting, people's perspectives of what we are doing shifting. It's all shifting, right? So speaking of shifting, Jimmy, I see he's sitting there waiting for us. Let's bring him in. Let's bring in our patient guest.
We lead with the title.
Right. We say clinical sexologist like we're announcing the weather.
Like it's partly cloudy with a chance of naughty.
That title says what this is. Education, honesty, no pretending. Second you hear it, you've got questions you didn't know you had.
I'm looking up what a clinical sexologist actually does.
Don't act like you're doing homework, Brian.
All right, Johnny. So that
was good.
It was. So here's the Sam. I love you, but I got to tease you right off the bat. So I know you're a podcast guy because we got a live show and your camera didn't work the moment you walked in.
What are you gonna do about it? Sometimes technology is a real bitch. It really is.
Hey, so I want to get this out of the way. I know we only had you scheduled to the top of the hour. Can you hang out with us for a lot longer today, or you got? Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. Sure.
Awesome. So, dude, thanks for hanging out with myself and John. I was, you've interviewed some pretty big names in the world of wrestling and racing and so forth. But I thought to myself, hey, now you get a chance to sit down with a couple big dogs themselves, Keith and John, Sam Mitchell.
That works for me.
Where are you joining us from today, brother?
I am in Indiana, and it's freezing. The temperature outside is cold.
Yeah. Well, so I'm in Winnipeg, Canada, so probably not as cold as I am because it's about minus 30 Celsius here. So
yep, you win.
Yeah.
It's cold here, brother. It's cold here too. I'm in Southern California. Just cold for my environment. That's all.
Yeah. So Sam, let's get right into it, man. You sent me a note. We met on I think it was Matchmaker. You sent me a note, and it was you sent me a really wonderful note saying, I'm autistic. I got this. I want to come on your show and change your perspective. But it was this, I want to come on your show and change his perspective. And I was like, sure, let's do it. And I was excited to have you here. I'm building it up all week. I'm super excited to have you here. Let's get into it, Sam. So, because I can tell you right now, we got people in the community that have autistic children. Our co-host joining us in about 7 minutes has an autistic child. Sam, you came to the table saying, I got autism. I want to change people's perception on autism. Sam.
Yep. I do, because I think it's a population that, in my view, gets ridiculed for the most ridiculous reasons alive.
Talk about it.
Okay,
Real quick, can I ask a quick question before we start there, brother? Because you'll know this. This is just what I've heard, right? And I try not to go turn that into a fact unless I talk to someone who's, I'll call you a specialist. You've obviously had leading autism specialists on your show. I've heard that everybody to a certain extent has a degree, whether it be large or small degree of autism. Is that true or is that BS?
It depends who you talk to. I think, in my experience, I think the majority of men are autistic, but I don't claim to be an expert. Trust me, I'm the furthest thing from that. I would say the only thing I'm an expert in is my story.
Okay. Talk about that. Your story. Yeah, share that with us.
The story is pretty much diagnosed at 4 years old. And then after being diagnosed at 4 years old, was confused with my whole life until I was 6 years old, which then, before I got my book read to me called Understanding Sam Through Parents, my life was very confused. And after the book got read to me, I felt bullied, excluded with all the stereotypes, but I had a reason why. I know it's not better to be bullied and excluded, but at least you knew why.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, brother, I was the slow kid, right? So I got put into the slow class, and I was so slow when they told me, I thought, oh, this is great, new friends. Didn't even fucking recognize what was going on until I got there. Anyway, those days they didn't diagnose you, but I used to always have this, and I still have it, where I can be reading and the first and the last letter of a small word will flip and I'll see it go a couple times. Like I could be reading he saw, but what I see is he was, and it'll go back to saw, then was. And I learned that with dyslexia, right? Over just the course of getting older. And it did, once I realized, okay, that's why that happens. It did free my soul a little bit, not that it changed anything, but it's like, okay, well, at least that's why that's happening. So I understand where you're coming from with just, not that it made it better, but it helped understand a little bit more what was going on.
Right. And I think why I kept myself above head water and why I stayed in my public school was the staff was great, but the students sucked so bad.
And I'm going to assume they suck so bad because they probably didn't treat you with the kindness you were hoping to be treated with. I'm making an assumption. Yeah. Because the bullying, the teasing, all the negative bullshit that gets thrown at you, right? As the autistic kid, am I correct?
Yeah. And because they don't want to deal with someone who's different. They want people who follow these trends online, who pretty much have an understanding of what they like. And I'm not that type of person.
I'm not that type of person. I fucking love that. So it takes a lot of courage to say that, because not a lot of people say that, especially publicly. And how do I know? Because Keith and John do this show live, and very, very rarely do people make that statement. When you say that, I'm not that type of person, when you look in your own mirror, what does that mean to you, Sam Mitchell? I love that. Tell me.
Well, I think it means to me, when I say I'm not that type of person, it's just that I'm not every other human being. I like to pretty much follow the beat of my own drum and take my own life and do what I like.
Johnny, sound familiar?
Well, I was going to say, in my story, because I've done a few things that are challenging in my life, and my story is, look, if I didn't have these challenges when I was young, I wouldn't have developed the skill sets to be me. And so I thank fucking God every day that I did have those challenges, because without those challenges, I don't have the skills. If I don't have the skills, I was make the joke, man, I'm working at a 7-Eleven, fucking challenged operating the goddamn register. So, like I heard Keith say in your intro that, it was basically your challenges are I can't remember how he worded it, but they're like a superpower for it. I fucking love that, brother.
Yeah, my mother had to help me out with the mission, because I'm pretty good with wanting to know what I want to say in my brain. It's just putting it on paper is what now? How do I say this again?
Love it. I love it. Hanging out with Keith, John, and our guest, Sam Mitchell, this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. We got AJ Zeglin hanging out with us in the green room. I'm excited to bring AJ in a quick second. Here's how it's going to go. We're going to do a reset on hour 2, Sam and Johnny. And then, John, you got to jump in a quick second? What's it? Oh, I think you got your water there. We're going to do a reset on hour 2, and we're going to come back with John and AJ and Sam. Sam, I want you to know this. AJ has a daughter that's autistic, so I'm extremely excited to be having AJ as part of this conversation as well. And John, you're gonna love knowing this as well. And Sam, I want to tell you this. So John is a proud mama's boy. He says it to love to this day. His mom's still alive, and his mom changed his life. Well, John, Sam works with his mom today and helped shape his mission. We're going to get into that conversation in hour 2 of Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Let's do it, Jimmy. Okay, I guess you didn't get the opener ready there, Jimmy. All right, listen. Welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Quick hour recap. We just had a quick little show here today on Mornings in the Lab here. We got Sam Mitchell joining us here in the second hour here. We talked MTV's last show was yesterday. We talked about what that episode was. This is hour 2 reset, Jimmy. That's what this is here, my friend. So we got AJ joining us in the green room coming up, and then of course Community Corner coming up here at the bottom of the second hour. I didn't see the transition, Melissa, so I don't know what you were talking about. Okay, listen, let's continue the show, rocking and rolling here on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends.
It says it's not tips and tricks, thank God.
That's too bad.
We say it clean: desire, shame, power, communication. Stuff people pretend doesn't exist while it runs the whole house.
That's a bold accusation before breakfast.
Turn it up. I want to hear exactly what they're saying.
I don't want to hear it in surround sound.
AJ Zeglin is back. Good morning, brother.
Heck, we can see him. I don't think you can hear us.
What's going on, Zeglin? We can't hear you. Are you there?
Oh, you guys, yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry,
there we go.
It was frozen when you first jumped in there.
There he is. It's been a while, Mr. Zeglin. Good to see you, man. How are you today?
I'm doing great, man. It's great to see you guys.
Yes.
I was gonna say, bro, it's so good to see you. God damn it. Feels like it's been forever.
Yes. And AJ meets Sam Mitchell. Sam Mitchell meet our co-host AJ Zeglin. What's going on?
Hey, Sam, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, buddy. Appreciate you.
So AJ, you would not know this until you showed up today. So Sam approached me and Johnny a couple weeks ago and said, I want to be on your show and I want to change the story around autism. I'm like, I want to have you on the show and I want to help you change the story around autism. And we left hour 1 with a tease around how Sam's mom has been instrumental, Sam, in your life. Let's talk about your mom, Sam.
All right. Well, my mother, yes, I think we can all agree that a lot of guys are mama's boys, and I'm one of them.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
I actually nominated her for our Indiana's local Phenomenon Mom Awards. It's like Mother of the Year Awards. And unexpectedly, she won.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's cool. Why did she win?
Because I was very persuasive on a letter I wrote. And then I think a lot of people voted as well.
Interesting.
You know, Sam, how old are you, brother?
23.
I want to frame this. How much?
23.
23? Right on. Yeah, I want to frame this in properly. Right on.
Sam, what you got a successful podcast and you have been you're 158 episodes in. Dude, massive commitment. And I love this because a lot of folks do 7 or 8 and then they're done. What keeps you showing up week after week? Like and here I'll give you another prop, man. You got up today on New Year's Day to join us this morning at 8:00 Central Time to do the show. So like what keeps your drive, man?
I think it's just there's a lot to talk about with autism. And I think with the podcast in particular, there's so much topics that need to be mentioned on it that get misunderstood or that are stigmatized. I mean, the great example is employment. 85% of people on the spectrum are without a job.
Interesting.
Oh shit! Really?
And there's a lot of fault to it, not just because I think the person with autism doesn't want the job. I think it's because the bosses or the hiring people who are in charge of it don't want to hire us because they don't want to accommodate us.
So you're basically, this is good. So what you're saying, that was going to be my question. So you don't believe, from looking at this from the inside out, you don't believe it's because the title is holding them back. It's the people that are viewing the title that are holding the opportunities back. Correct?
I think that's part of it. I think another part is the person with autism is just scared to get a job, doesn't want a job.
AJ, chime in here, my brother. You have been around this space for a number of years. You're observing Sam, 23 years old, posing challenges, posing questions. Let's bring you into this conversation, Zeglin. Where do you want to start with this, brother? Question for Sam, comment, experience. Love to bring into this, AJ.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's probably something that's just a little bit ahead of me and my family's life right now, because our daughter's just going to be starting high school, right?
Yeah.
But I know this is a conversation that I've had with my wife Melissa before, and my parents, my daughter's grandparents, because they're so close. Is what is her life going to look like when she gets out of high school, right? How is she going to feel like she's has a purpose and is being useful and is contributing? Because we all want to feel that way on some level, right?
Yes.
So it's really interesting. I'd actually love to hear about what Sam's experience was in that transition from getting out of high school. So I don't know if people know, at least here where we are in Winnipeg, in Canada, my daughter she's autistic, she's nonverbal. She can stay in school till she's 21. So she's not done when she's 17 or 18 like the rest of us. She stays in that program until she's 21 years old. And then from there, the big question for a lot of people is, what are we doing after that, right? Because there's a huge lineup for day programs and work programs and all these things that they have in place, which are great, but they don't have enough resources for all the individuals that need to access them. There's huge wait lines, sometimes years long. So I would kind of love to hear from Sam. I'm not even sure where Sam is in the world right now.
Indiana.
I'm in Indiana. We have something similar to that. Some schools have you can stay in school till 21 ordeal. But if you want to, I guess, my personal job experience, I'm very aggravated with it right now. I'm at the point where I've been either declined so many times, and I've just said, you know what, I'm done for a while. I'm taking a mental health break in 2026 to not find a job. I pretty much told my mother that I'm putting myself on the unemployment line for a year. And then also I did have, thankfully, a full-time job working at Walmart, but the manager was so unorganized, in my opinion, and with the way how my brain worked, it just wasn't going to happen. In 1 minute, you're switching tasks, and I didn't like that. I think with my brain, I need a job that's consistent. And I thought of doing a cart boy at Walmart, but I'm not dealing with the winners.
Interesting observation you make about yourself, Johnny, right? So because you're compulsive, like you're like, I got to do things a certain way. Your boss doesn't do that certain way. Like, doesn't work for me, Johnny.
No, Jesus Christ, do I ever understand that? I mean, so here's a quick question, brother. If you got to like push a button and have the job that you were going to create that you would want, like, is it in, I'm just going to make random examples. Would it be in video editing? Would it be in
what? Yeah, it'd be video editing. It'd be stuff like this. It would be a radio
Do you have a show host set for video editing?
I can do video editing. Yeah.
Dude, there's fucking so many jobs out there for this.
Johnny, you can't compete for him. I want to talk to Sam, though.
Well, I was going to say, Sam, between Keith and myself, we might have something for you, brother.
I'm quite intrigued, actually. Yeah.
I'm available. I did thankfully start a new part-time job up in my local radio station in Bloomington called B97. I'm going to be a board operator during the local college / local high school basketball games. And it's not the same high school I went to. It's a different high school.
Yeah. Look out.
What is your rate for video editing, brother?
rate for video editing? Well, I mean, off the air, I'm more than happy to show you some of my work.
Sure, no, I mean, you said it with confidence, so I trust that you do well with it. I can, because in my mind, I'm thinking if this dude sits down and starts crushing on a task, he's going to get fucking really good at it. So I can see the genius in you getting in a place like video editing and being able to stay there. So I'm just curious, you know, whatever you're ready, or maybe you wanted to tell my assistant when you're off the air.
That's me.
Which is the top. That's Keith. What your rate is, because, dude, if it fits into our models, we might have something for you.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's remote enough and it could be a full-time job, trust me, I'm all in.
It'd be 100% remote. You would be, at least for me, and I'm almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
Too. It would be all basically communication via internet and passing shit back and forth via internet.
It just depends on the finances too. I mean, because right now I'm at my parents' basement, and boy, would I love to get an apartment, though. Not because I hate my parents, it's just I want to live on my own.
Yeah. AJ, when you hear Sam talking about being good at a skill set, I got to look to you and look inside your house that you probably have some same observations with Layton, right? Which is she's probably good at some really great things, and it's like how do you magnify that skill? Am I, you know what I'm trying to get at with that question? Like it's pulling that out, right? Am I right?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. She does great with routines, right? She loves familiarity. You know, the funny thing though, in a way, when we look at it, we all do better with routine.
100%.
Yes,
right?
brother.
Yes.
Brother.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, so when we sit here and are like, hey, how am I going to be successful? How am I going to get those big wins? That's really what it is. That's a foundation of it all the time, right? Is okay, what are the things that what are my habits? What are my daily routines that I do that are my non-negotiables, right?
Yeah.
That just add up to all these little steps to me getting the bigger wins, right? So it is funny that there are quite a few kids that we've come across on the spectrum in obviously raising my daughter and meeting a bunch of other families and stuff where the children have really thrived with some sort of structure and routine. And I've often thought in my head, I'm like, you know, the funny thing is it's not just this population. It's like we all could use more structure and routine.
No, it's actually
want to be more successful.
The people that know me well, sorry to interrupt, people that know me well, you get me out, you get fucking yank me out of my routine. You know, they recognize it. Sometimes they'll even set it up, you know, don't fucking start going in the corner and rocking saying who's on first, you know, because my routine keeps me in that place. You yank me too far. I'm like a bedtime. If I'm not prepared for being up past my bedtime, I get fucking massive anxiety.
Yeah. Yes. I can relate to that. Good Time comes in and says, and I think Sam, you can relate to this, and probably AJ, you know, you can as well. But Good Time says, you know, our autistic friends were bullied in high school or bullied in school. They don't want to be bullied at a job. So I can relate to probably some of that. Sam, really, fuck, man, this is not a good place to work because they're going to bully me here. Adam Holroyd, who also has an autistic children, says, that is where I am right now. My oldest is high functioning and finished school in June, and we are looking for work for him now. And we got Sullivan coming back in and saying that my 5-year-old nephew has autism. He has speech delay. Sam, I want to throw a question to you that kind of was framed through AJ, which is when you look back at teenage Sam. So AJ, when Sam looks back at teenage Sam, maybe looking into your world, what would you tell teenage Sam that you know today? That's only a few years ago, but if you looked back 7 or 8 years, what would you look back and tell yourself, Sam, that you would like to wish you knew today?
Honestly, you could do your life your way, and it shouldn't matter how everyone else does their life, because I can give you some great examples, and this may come across creepy, but this is straight up honesty. One of the things that I have a tendency to do, and I don't do it on purpose, believe me, I'm not some Ted Bundy stalking person. Believe me, last thing I'm going to be is I have a tendency to stare, and I don't do it on purpose. Believe me. Mm-hmm. Last thing I do it very unintentionally. I don't even realize I do it until someone tells me.
Yeah.
But do I conform to that? No. I refuse to quit that behavior because I think it's stupid to get called out for being an observant person, which happens to be one of my characteristic traits.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
I mean, brother, I mean, Jesus Christ, I that's something that I can totally relate to. And staring has actually got me in a couple of fucking stiff situations in the past. So I
It's
totally
got me in a
understand.
couple stiff situations too, but I pretty much just said, then I'm not going to deal with this because I'm an observant person. Not every man in this world is a Ted Bundy or Charles Mason wanting to kill. They just are observant people.
I find myself in a stiff situation when I find myself staring at my lovely wife often. So I have different challenges with stiff staring. AJ, any questions for Sam here as you're leaning into this conversation with Mr. Mitchell this morning?
Yeah, no, I just I really appreciate that last question that you asked him. And I guess one question for Sam, just based on his own experience so far, since he's living it right now, every day, is, I wonder, does he feel that he currently has like access to enough resources to help with this journey of finding a job, finding a career, finding a place where you feel like you fit in and you belong and you can really thrive in that environment? Or, is there help for him once you're out of that, once you're over 21 out of that school system?
Sadly, no. In my opinion, there's not enough where I'm located. It could be different in Canada, man, but I'm telling you, in America, no.
Yeah.
Now, if you were talking to me when I was 16 or below, sure. I would say, yeah, there's a lot of resources out there for children. I think that's another problem, too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of resources for children, but then when you hit 18, the resources stop. Society thinks, oh, autism is done. Have a nice day.
Dude, I'm telling you right now.
I'm gonna die with autism.
Brother, I'm telling you right now, you find the right person. Yeah. He's going to look at your situation like, this dude just needs to be in the right spot, and his genius is going to rise to the top.
Yes, it's clear.
Like when you said video editing, I was like, holy shit, I can totally see how that would just be this fucking place where you could thrive beyond thriving.
Right. I think sometimes it's like I'm the right person at the right place at the wrong time.
Yes. Yeah. Interesting.
And think like this: if you get to stay in your own environment and have this series of tasks that you do that fits your schedule, I'm assuming that's your sweet spot.
Yeah, that is my sweet spot.
Yeah, dude, and keep in mind, if like I just hired somebody 2 weeks back, and there's certain things I look for and certain things that I just don't care about. And then there's certain things that I could see this could actually benefit. I mean, the right person finds you, it's just not going to be a problem. I truly believe that, brother.
Yeah. And that's why I think why I've been so successful in my life is I've been privileged to have a lot of good people in my life who've taken me under their wing. I mean, my media mentor and my media club took me under. Nice. I mean, we talked about wrestling earlier. I can brag a little on this. I've done some wrestling commentating for local wrestling at a show at Indy, and I think I've done it several times for their company because guess what? The two people who are the commentators have relation to autism, and I think they like my experience and like my knowledge of it. So they pretty much say you're welcome to come down and commentate anytime. I've been meaning to do that more lately.
Good for you, brother. Good for you. And the more you're in those situations, I believe the more you're gonna thrive, because it's just it's familiarity. It's like our schedules create familiarity. I'm really fucking good at a few things. I'm terrible at a whole shitload of things. I stay in my lane.
He knows it. Good morning, everybody. Hanging out with Keith, John, AJ, and our guest this morning, Sam Mitchell, on Mornings in the Live with Keith, John, and friends. You guys can join the show with us in the comments. We're going to wrap up with Sam in about 2 minutes here. And hey, guys, you guys can also join the show. 431-300-3005. Phone, text, or leave a voicemail.
Porn, fantasy, kink, shame, desire. You can't heal what you won't name.
Did he just say porn on a morning show?
Silence wrecks relationships. Not cheating, not money, but silence.
If you've got questions you've been too embarrassed to ask those closest to you, this new show is the place for you.
I've got a question.
Honey, what does a sexologist know that I don't?
Bass joining us next week for our big sex show launching here on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, and Brianna Bass on Tuesday. We're going to talk sex, relationships, and all the questions nobody else is asking. But right now, we are here with Sam Mitchell, going to rack up with Sam so we can continue our chat with AJ Zeglin this morning. Sam, where can folks find you, connect with you, engage with you, and will you come back and hang out with us again for a longer experience?
Oh, yeah, of course I will, man. Just, you know where I'm at on Matchmaking. You can find me there, my friend. But to find my podcast for people listening right now, you can find me on your favorite media platform, not a hard guy to find. If you Google me in your search engine optimization, something will pop up. Just search Autism Rocks and Rolls. Don't do Sam Mitchell, because I've done the research myself, and you get a basketball player.
Yes, you do. Sam, what is one thing that we have not had a chance to ask you about or communicate with you about that you want to make sure that our audience, our listeners know about, are familiar with, that I want to give you the final word to put on the table, brother?
Well, I'm trying to think here for you. I can maybe do a little teaser for you. Every year in April, we always do events as well. It's one of our services we offer. But anyway, we have a gala coming up, and I'll just say, I can't say who just because it may not work out. I don't want to promote something that may not happen, but I can say we're in the negotiating works with an America's Got Talent finalist to come to Indiana.
Nice. Well done, my brother. Well done, my brother. That's awesome. That's awesome. AJ, final words for Sam before we walk him out.
Yeah, just it was great to meet you, man. I had no idea we were going to cross paths this morning on the show, but I really appreciate the opportunity to, listen to your experiences and just hear what you have to say. Obviously, it's a topic that's super close to my heart, so I appreciate getting to meet you this morning.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yeah, dude, I'm just going to say, brother, excuse me. I believe after speaking with you and just kind of understanding you, I believe in my heart of hearts that you're going to find that spot.
Oh yeah.
You're going to develop mastery in something, brother.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with John, Sam. AJ,
you're going to be so much better than everybody else.
Yeah.
What you get latched onto.
Yes.
It's just a matter of getting that right situation, brother. So just keep fucking trucking forward, man. I'm pulling for you.
Right. So AJ, if nothing happens, I create a situation where I run a nonprofit and make some money at least. So
yeah.
If it ain't gonna come to you, I guess you're gonna have to make opportunities for yourself. Which
come
on, baby.
Nice for you. If you don't get opportunities, you can take them instead.
Zeglin, so truthfully, we had Sam scheduled for 8:30 Eastern time, but there's little technical bugs that were preventing that from happening. But in actuality, what it did is it gave us the opportunity for you two to meet, because you guys are actually supposed to overlap. So I'm really glad, Zeglin, that the bug happened so that Sam was able to stick around with us. But Sam, I want to close this as well, my friend. I don't use these words lightly, so I want you to hear them clearly. I love you, man. I love what you're doing. No, I do. I say that with sincerity, because your energy, your confidence, your words, the way you present yourself. And as John said, man, like your success, however you want to define it, is clearly inevitable. Like it's just clear. Yeah. It's actually inevitable. What that number is on the successful meter, I guess you'll determine that. But Anderson's right, man. Like you're going to get into something, and I think that the sky's the limit for you, man. I love your energy and I love your attitude. It is awesome. Awesome.
Well, hey, I appreciate you letting me come on and let me share some wisdom of life, I suppose.
Yes, you did. 23 years old. Sam Mitchell joining us this morning from Indiana. Jimmy, let's keep the show rolling.
The trap isn't age. It's you negotiating with yourself. Every morning.
You protect your ego like it's a security system. Then it locks you in.
You still talk like the Under Siege guy. Your habits say, retired. Want a fast test? Name one person who can call you out. If you can't, that's the problem.
Stop training to prove you are 25. Train to be dangerous at 45.
Functional strength is boring until life hits. Build mobility, conditioning, joints, engine.
No reinvention. Return to standards. Start with 30 minutes today, then text your accountability guy.
It's been a while since you've been here, Zeg, and we got some new people as part of our cast. That's Preston and Sterling you just met there.
I've been enjoying the little breaks there, seeing
That's
it.
And you got Gladys and Brian there. So hey, I got a topic on the table because I knew you were coming today, and it's the Steven Seagal Trap. AJ Zeglin, because I know during our time spending time together, we've had some laughter and some humor and some great conversations. That kind of goes, what the fuck happened to that guy? Right? And there's an uncomfortable truth with it too, because most men don't fall off after 35 or 40. They fall off because they decide they can't do it or they don't have to anymore. And maybe the cleanest example of that is actually Steven Seagal. And not as a punchline, but as a warning sign. Right, because you hit 40 last year or a couple years ago, and now you're going through the next decade of your life, and it's easy for us to stop trying.
Yeah,
talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, oh my God, I wish I had this awesome magic answer why people do it, right? But yeah, I think. Why do people do it? I'm not even really sure, but I think I think it's a slippery slope for a lot of people.
Yeah.
As soon as they take their foot off the gas a little bit, it really starts sliding in one direction really quickly for them, and then they just feel like they're too far out of it to come back, to bring themselves back, right? Which is obviously not the case. But yeah, I wish I knew why we kind of
stop trying
as people kind of gravitate towards that side,
Yeah.
and why we make excuses for it as a society in general, right? Like, you'll hear stuff all the time, even just from when I was, I'm over 40 now, I don't do that. And I'm like, what? Like, why is that even a thing? Like, so you're over 40 or you're over 50 or whatever.
Yes.
Who cares? Why are you still not doing your best every day? I don't understand why age has to come into it.
John, why do I stop trying?
Well, I think it's kind of like, if you know me, I like to try to simplify shit. So let's just pretend you got two cows, right? They both start male cows. They both start off with nuts, right? Jesus. Well, somewhere along the lines, one of them gets castrated.
Yes.
He stops trying. Would you agree? Kind of a similar thing. He just loafs around and fucking eats, and the one with nuts, he's still trying to kick ass. He's still trying to hump. He's still trying to fucking get after it. He is the way he was designed to operate because he has his nuts, right? So are we following me here a little bit?
Yes,
it's a little thin, but it's just trying to make a clear separation. Okay. How do men, especially in America, get fucking castrated? That's the question. Right. Well, basically, I think what it is the fucking food.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, yeah.
What happens is, just clearly, so let's just pretend that you could feed that fucking cow with nuts one way, like they do, and they continue to, if he can be savages, and you feed the other one in a way that's going to castrate him.
So I think there might be something to be said for that, Zeg. I want to bring you into this, right? So think about something happened. It's funny because Good Time's chiming here. I appreciate Good Time and Good Time. AJ, Charlie is saying good to see you, man, because I know Good Time misses you too when you're on the show here. But he says, I just turned 51 a few days ago. My brain is going that way. Let's lean here. So, okay, so Good Time's 51. I'm 53. Johnny's for the same age. AJ, you're mid-40s. Let's say an event happens in our life in the coming weeks or days or months, and maybe it's a stressful kind of event. Maybe I'm out driving around because my mom or dad are sick, AJ, or something in your world. And all of a sudden I'm out going, I got to start eating. I got to fucking eat, man. So I stop at McDonald's on Monday. And then the next day I stop at a bad restaurant. And the next day. And then a few weeks go by as I'm going through this trauma in my head. I've crushed a few dozen Big Macs. I'm starting to get fat. I'm starting to feel bad about myself. Next thing you know, 3 months have gone by. I'm like, fuck, I guess this is what I am now. And then I just don't have the energy to get back. Maybe that's part of the story, AJ.
I mean, lack of energy, lack of motive, that goes right into it. But I agree with what you're saying, Keith. But I think what we're dealing with now, This shit is starting in the fucking home.
Well, I don't disagree with you there.
Fucking fed these highly processed foods from our fucking parents.
Zeglin.
18 years old, we're at our thriving fucking points. Well, we've been working against our programming the whole time, eating this castrating type food. Well, the programming can only fight that for so long.
So it's like, look at that picture. And Johnny, we were talking about this a couple of days ago. There's somebody in my world that's starting to look like the guy on the right-hand side. And I'm trying to find a way to have the conversation with him to say, hey, man, you used to be the guy on the left-hand side. Like, AJ, I know we've laughed about this, but there's a lot of men that are going in this direction on the right, and they don't even know it. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I guess part of it just comes down to how we challenge ourselves, how we see ourselves. I think in life, it's all about doing the simple things really well, right? And yes. I think that we have a relationship with ourselves as well, too, right? Yes. So where I'm going with this is, when you first meet someone and you're dating, this would be a typical thing in a relationship you have with another person. You meet them, you're dating, it's new, it's exciting. You put a lot of effort in, you do all the little things really well. You're trying to show your best self. You're trying to show up for that person in a way that's going to make them like you and respect you and trust you and all these things, right? And then, where people get into ruts is, 15, 20 years down the line, all of a sudden, they're not doing those little things anymore. They're taking things for granted. And that same thing works with ourselves in some regard, right? We have a relationship with ourselves. So when we're young and we're hungry and we're excited about life and we're active and we're out there doing those types of things and we're realizing that, hey, these are the types of habits I have to do these things. And then the longer that relationship goes on with ourselves, unfortunately, if we don't still bring that attention and energy to the little things that make us successful, then that relationship deteriorates. Sorry, just like any relationship that we have with other people, right? We still need that foundational effort and the correct attitude that we bring to it on a daily basis.
Yes. Yeah.
And what I love it, brother, because if we continue to honor the word to ourselves, that's, I think, the most simple way to help with what you're talking about is, okay, this is where I need to be. These are the things I need to do. I need to keep doing them. And actually, like you said, it's right back to that relationship with yourself.
Yeah. So true. It's so true. Guys, the trap isn't getting older. The trap is coasting and calling it confidence. And I thought today was a timely conversation, especially on the first day of the new year. You don't need a reinvention, boys. You need a return to standards. Start today, one walk, put the shoes on, as Johnny says, one lift, one honest conversation with your own mirror, because that's a morning mindset that actually changes your life.
No Safe Words with Brianna Bass, live every second Tuesday at 9 a.m. EST. Starts January 6. If you're uncomfortable, you're in the right place.
I'm not watching.
You are. I already set the reminder.
My safe word is mute.
Denied. This is going to be so much fun. Say it like the weather, Brian.
Partly cloudy with a chance of naughty. Live every second Tuesday at 9 a.m. EST starting January 6.
AJ, yesterday MTV dropped their MTV closed off yesterday for good. What do you think the last video they played?
What was the last? I didn't even know they played videos anymore.
I know, dude. It's like you just to find a video on MTV would have been like a fucking gem.
Yeah, it was Video Killed the Radio Star, but I put one up here because I think we've had some laughter with this one. AJ didn't spend time together. Do you remember Van Halen's "Hot for Teacher"? Yeah, that was in 1980.
It's like from NASA, like in your backyard.
Yeah. The one that you can't put on top of the house. It's too heavy for the house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, we had it on top of a shed in our backyard, and my dad had to reinforce the roof and everything to hold this satellite. But it was the biggest thing for me and all my buddies because we grew up with the Farmer Vision. We had like 3 channels.
Yes.
We didn't get any of that. There was no internet. So for everyone to come here and we would just like sit through lunch hour or whatever and just throw it on MTV and watch music videos. nonstop. It was the best, man. I have some distinct memories of some really awesome videos. Another one that was huge for us when we were in elementary was the video for No More Tears by Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh yeah.
And,
yeah.
I remember when that was in heavy rotation and we would get back and we'd be like, oh, we got to watch the 1 hour loop over lunch here because we know it's going to show up at least once. So we can
I saw somebody who said yesterday, he said, so it was talking about MTV leaving, and somebody said what they should do, and I think you guys will love this. They said they should actually restart MTV today as if it was the day one when it first launched, and just run it 24 hours as if it was 25 years ago. So if you'd watch it would be like watching a real-time live history channel.
Yeah.
The commercials, the videos, all the VJs would all be back from 30 years ago, but it would all be running like as in today's time. Fuck, how cool would that be?
That'd be awesome.
I love it's a great idea, but what do you do with the, because at some point they went to fucking MTV1, MTV2,
I know.
fucking 5 MTV channels because the shit was so popular.
Yes.
So how do you filter all those in? You just weave it together somehow?
I don't know. It's fascinating. It's pretty cool. But so it was also cool. Hey AJ, so Jimmy, put this one on the screen. The evolution of, so we're going to 2026. Do you guys remember these? Look at this. Remember that phone, Johnny? AJ, do you have those things? Look at that.
Like, I remember seeing them. I wasn't cool enough to have one, but I remember seeing them.
So I came from that industry. I sold all those things, John, right from number one until the last one here. I was kind of had a hand in all that. So I witnessed that entire industry come into life, and it's fascinating to see that all put on this. Like John, think about those fucking phones, eh?
Dude. Oh yeah. I was sitting there watching where it looks like we're getting close to the trio. That was my first.
Me too. Yes.
That was first. It's got to be right in there somewhere.
Yep. The Palm Trio.
It was the first generation, at least, that you could film a video on a phone.
That's correct. Yeah. Good time. MTV Spring Break. Oh yeah. I may have actually performed some solo life expectancy work to some of that MTV Spring Break stuff because there was some.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you were filming yourself. I'm like, you fucking sicko.
Oh, hey, Jimmy.
I actually I have funny enough, it's crazy. Crazy how our shit lines up, dude.
Yeah.
Just the other day, yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
I was just going to check something on one of our YouTube channels, and this this video popped up of me. It was me squatting on a fucking video from a trio. It's on fucking YouTube.
I love it.
It was fucking great, dude. I mean, it was great fucking videos. I squatted 700 for 9 or 10 reps.
Oh God. Hey, Johnny, before you go.
John, before you go, your phone can run a one-text trap.
Send a trigger word. It snaps a selfie and drops a map pin.
It's DIY and shortcuts. Set it once, then it fires silently.
Caveat, it needs power and signal. Find My still does the heavy lifting.
Use it as a bonus layer. John will wait till it's gone, then call it a glitch.
Where'd he go? There. No.
Oh,
wait, did you understand that, AJ? I need him to explain that to me. Did you get it?
I felt like I was like, is this some type of safety thing or something?
I was like, okay, you got to explain that to us two non-tech boys.
I had to go for a quick pee. That's why I had to leave there. But hey, I found this actually. So if somebody steals your phone, Anderson, you can actually set up a shortcut on it so they'll actually take a picture of you. So you lose your phone, Keith steals it or AJ steals it, and you would get a picture from me sent to you going, that motherfucker stole my phone. And you'd see it on the map, you'd see who I am, and I wouldn't have any clue. So it's like a discreet way to you set it up on your phone as a shortcut. You lose it, somebody steals it, they pick it up. There's a picture taken, sent to you, and so you get picture, location, and where it is, and they have no idea it's even happening.
Dude, my system for my phone is so fucking tight. Someone has a better fucking chance stealing my fucking wallet than my phone. My businesses are on my phone.
I know. I figured
this is a great thing for people who lose their fucking phone and their car keys and all that shit. For those of us who have solved that problem, this is a function that'll never be used.
Before you go, Anderson, we did not get a chance to catch up with Zeg for a couple minutes ago because we just jumped in with the conversation with Sam and right into the show here. But Zeg, before Johnny goes, man, what's been going on in your world, pal? How are you? How have you been? How's the holidays been? Talk to us.
Yeah, I've been good, man. Holidays were great. Just like probably a lot of people, I don't know. I feel like they do throw me out of my routine a little bit, though. So I'm really excited. Yes. I'm really excited to get back into my regular routine. I know that kind of sounds boring, maybe, but
dude, that sounds like fucking heaven to me, brother.
I've been off. We've had a lot of family in from out of town, which has been great. So we've been hanging out with people, but I need that, like, hey, I got to get up at this time because I got to be at the gym for this time because I got to work here and I got this, that. So that all starts up for me again here in a couple of days. I got a couple more days off and then I'm back at it. So, but yeah, it was really nice, man. Yeah, life's been good, man. I got no complaints. It's been really busy.
How's the business going? How's your business going, pal?
It's going great. Yeah, really, really good. I would say probably within the last 3-4 months, 5 months or so, it's really kind of like doubled, tripled in size. It really.
Shit, Johnny.
Yeah,
Johnny, I don't know if I told you this, but so when AJ decided to go back to school, and there's a story to that, and then after that, we have a chat. And he's like, I'm thinking about getting like an office. Like I'm thinking about getting a place, but I don't know. I'm like, well, why the fuck did you go to school if you're not going to get a place? And he's like,
yes, you did. I love it. You told me that this is a great story. Everybody needs to hear this.
Yes. So he's like, I don't know if I should get an office. And I'm like, well, the fuck did you go to school for? And he's like, oh yeah, duh. So AJ gets an office, whatever was it, 18 months ago, 2 years ago. And I love asking this question because I know how busy you are. I'm getting goosebumps right now. I can't tell you how fucking proud I am of you. I'm serious. Pride, proud, love, because I remember the conversation at the keg when you're like, yeah, I'm thinking about going to school and I don't know. And I'm like, well, the next 4 years are going to happen anyways. And then I remember the call you said to me, like, holy fuck, the 4 years are over and I'm done. I'm like, holy shit. And then I remember the next call, which was like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting an office, but I don't know. I'm like, well, then what the fuck did you go to school for? So to hear you now in your place with your journey, and actually, and John's been a part of it the whole way. It's so fucking cool, isn't it, Anderson, to see this dude, like, just like what you've achieved, AJ, like what you've achieved, honest to God, man.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And trust me, those two conversations that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
I think about them quite often. They actually come back up in my mind quite often.
Yeah.
Making decisions and your point of, the time going by either way. I've actually a lot in my work, right? Because, a lot of it comes down to all these stories that we tell ourselves all the time.
Yes.
And that's it. So how do we change the story that we're telling ourselves? How do we challenge that? And, I think a big one is like how I was feeling in that moment, just being like, well, I was thinking of going back to school, but, oh man, that's so, like I won't be done for 3 years or whatever it is, or 4 years of school. And that's, it seems like such a long time at this point in my life. And you're like, hey, dude, the next 4 years are going by whether you go to school or not.
Yes.
So at the end of those 4 years, you're going to either have done this thing or you're not. But just because you decide to put this thing off, it's not like time's just going to stand still for you. It's just going to freeze and those 4 years aren't going to happen. And it sounds so obvious. I know when you talk about it, you say it out loud, but
it's not though.
I think we really convince ourselves like, oh no, that's just too much time. And and you're like, well, it's happening either way. So you're either going to actively participate in it and do the things that you want to do, or you're going to sit off on the sidelines and just watch your life go by you. And so, I think about that often. I know, we've shared a lot. I'm forever grateful for our friendship in a million different ways.
Yeah.
But
well, you guys, it sounds like you guys both have equal stories going back and forth. You guys
for each other. Yeah.
You guys were connected because you each had something the other needed.
100%. Yeah. 100%. I've told it, Johnny, my story with you, like AJ changed my life. Like there's no, I know sometimes like, I don't know how I did, but because you did the work, I know what you did though. Because if you weren't around, I don't know where I'd be today. So, and it's just love, man. It's just full of LOVE. And I love it. And the pride I see when you keep getting after it. And Johnny and AJ, John and I joke about it all the time, right? Because I was telling John a few weeks ago, I had a guy come to me saying, yeah, I'm thinking about starting a podcast. Well, he still hasn't started it yet. right? And so when I think of this, AJ, had Keith and John not started this conversation 2 years ago, we'd still be talking about it. Now we're so far ahead. We've got, on average, we got 300 to 500 people show up per show daily, right? Some days 2,000, right? Now we're getting into the business side of things, but that only happened because we kept doing this and just kept, because it was happening anyways. And I know John hates when I say this, but I'm like, I got to get up anyways. And he's like, but people are like, well, I got to get up. We're going to start the show and have a conversation. It's people's biggest.
The only reason I don't like I got to get up is because I got to do this.
Oh, yeah.
No,
okay.
You get to do this.
Yo, yes. I like that.
I got to get up, make it sound like, well, I'm up. I might as well fucking do it. No, I get to kick ass again today. Yes, I do. Why would I not want to do this again today?
Yeah, you're going to see me reframe that now when I talk to people with that. And Sam Mitchell was a good example. Sam has every obstacle in front of him not to succeed. Let's face it, right? Every obstacle not to succeed, and the guy's fucking succeeding, AJ, because he's like, okay, I got to go, just like you. I got to go.
Yeah. Hey, how you guys been? I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever.
Well, Johnny, you go first.
Shit, when did you do? I know when you got really hot with the Jets. When was that? That's when
summertime. Summertime, fall.
Yeah, that would have been like kind of end of like August.
Wow. Okay. God damn. I mean, yeah, fuck. I mean, I think you probably caught the front end of me starting a couple of new businesses. So I think that's just been fucking going. That's been going like gangbusters. I mean, it's shit. Life's been good, brother. Just doing more of what I do, and it's been more and more fun.
Good. I follow along. Obviously, I've listened to. I'll check into episodes of the show, and then I obviously follow you guys on social media. So I'll see some of your posts. You had a nice post the other day, John, about your family, about all your daughters.
Yes, I called him out on that one as well. Could you not see the love in that picture, AJ? And just
totally, yeah,
right?
It was awesome. Yeah.
Yes, I saw it too. I was like, I called him out. I'm like, man, that image. But there was something about just his face and the words that I just felt like there was so much love in that image.
Yeah, well, it's just you just felt it was very, very genuine.
Yeah.
Looked at it as like, this is a genuine, like this isn't. It's just like a genuine or appreciative post of someone who just loves the people around him. That's how it came across to me. So it just made me smile when I saw it, and I was like, oh, this is great. I haven't been able to see these guys regularly or talk to them consistently like I love to. So every once in a while, something like that pops up and just kind of makes you smile.
I can tell you on the business side of things, we're going good, man. We got the show has been largely the research project for what we're building here, right? So we got the show coming along quite well. We got the network launching now, so we have some new shows. So we got Matt Roof has Kindness Rising, does 7:30 Eastern time on the network. Cheryl Whitaker
show going.
Yeah, Matt is still doing his show. Cheryl Whitaker is launching a show with us in February called It Starts With Joy. It's a leadership show. We got Brianna.
You got to tell AJ that you proposed as well. I don't know when that happened. Did he see that or not?
So you might have noticed that Johnny's name's on the banner now too. So we had a debate whether who was the husband or wife in that one, but who was the pitcher and the catcher? But we got Anderson's name on the banner now. So he's carrying some of the water with this thing. We've launched the network, and we built an entire operating system underneath the show as well. So really a vertically integrated thing. So show, network, and then operating system. So I'm expecting 26 to be a big year for us. Jason Hewlett was on the show last week with myself and John. JJ, Ricky Martin impersonator. Fuck, so cool, man. Yeah, he's a Ricky Martin impersonator. He's going to launch a show on the network coming up in January. So it's excited. So we've been really focused on building the product and building our community and building the discussion. We've got a companion app we're launching, AJ, in a couple weeks for the show, which is like a free accountability app. Pete, come check in, come track your sleep score, come just see what we're talking about, and just something to keep building community here. So we're all in, man. And
I think part as I hear you talk, brother, I mean, it's like we've really found where we're going to serve
100%
people the best, and how we've got a service that we've got here.
Yes.
And we lead by example with it. Now we really understand what we're doing. In the beginning, there was a lot of possibilities and we were playing with it. Now it's like, okay, this is it.
Well, it is because you're absolutely right, Anderson, and I think we've really narrowed it down. Like, you know, we've really got to true utility, right? We're a morning platform. We're here every single day. We'll help you achieve your goals. We're gonna and AJ, in a world where there's so much AI generated what is real, what isn't, well, you know, you can find real stuff or real conversation. Like, news is a commodity. Conversation is not. Good conversation is not a commodity. So we invite people to come hang out with us and learn and you know, and help achieve big goals and so forth. So it's been fun, man. I'm excited. I'm very much excited about 26. Not excited about our hockey team, Mr. Zeglin. They lost again last night.
Oh, we're in one, man. We are woke up this morning officially last place in the league.
Yes,
which is never where you want to be. But you know me, man. I'm the ultimate hometown guy here. So Carter
and I were talking about. That's what being a fan is. Being a fan is when your team is the worst in the league. And John will notice that I haven't been talking much about my Jets lately, Johnny, because we are pretty shitty right now. But being a fan is when you're the worst in the league or the best in the league.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what being a fan is. John, so something I haven't had a chance to ask you about, Anderson, and Zeglin doesn't know about this, but John's been having some issues with his right leg. How's your leg today, brother?
Yeah, I think I'm not trying to count my chickens before they hatch, but I believe I'm coming out of the woods here.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. I basically had it was not the smartest thing I ever did, but it was just that point in my career. I ruptured, bulged 2 and ruptured 1 disc early in my string career. And I was like, fuck, I'm just hitting the platform on a B. So I fucking competed through it for fucking 7 years. And then at the end, it just basically the jelly that squirted out of the fucking disc calcified and started fucking sawing through my left S1 nerve. And so it was like, if my leg was just asleep and not waking up, they're like, dude, if you don't get this done, you're gonna have no leg left, because that nerve was getting so severed. So that was all handled, and I came back, not a problem. It left a mark, but I was good. Continuing, but now all of a sudden, I was getting the same exact symptoms going down my right leg, and I was fucking flipping out there for a little bit. And so I just had to kind of figure out what the formula was to get rid of that pressure on that nerve, which I was able to figure out. So holy shit.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm glad to hear that that's positive, and I don't want to offer.
No, dude, I'm telling you,
I know
spending a couple of fucking, looking back, the blessing in that was, you just for people out there, just fucking try this. Go to your fucking closet or go to your friend's house, get a fucking pair of crutches and exist on those for 3 days. You'll be so fucking grateful that you can walk. It's unbelievable.
Right. That's incredible. Yeah, well, because that's that whole idea of you don't know what you got till it's gone, Anderson.
Dude,
it's as simple as that.
Waking up and fucking getting to your first cup of coffee is like, Christ almighty, I can't fucking carry anything with me. It's like, this is just you're living in a whole new standard of what your standard of how you're used to living is completely fucking crippled.
Well, maybe this goes back to why guys give up too, Zeglin, right? Maybe you're waking up in your 40s and 50s and you tweaked your back or you hurt your leg or something, and you maybe don't have the mental fortitude to get through it.
Yeah.
And it's like, one day
all of a sudden your standards are down here and you just live with it, and then they go to here.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's exactly what happens. Right. And
then the next thing you know, you're back to shitting in your fucking pants and wiping it in your face, not knowing any better.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Zeglin.
I feel like that just really took off there right at the end.
We've got Adam Holroyd coming in with saying, I was watching Discontinue with Bruce Campbell the other day, and they were talking about the BlackBerry. That was a throwback. I loved my BlackBerry. There's a guy in Winnipeg who started the Crackberry business website years ago. I think he's going to be on the show in a couple weeks. He had a lot of influence in the world of BlackBerry. Big customer of mine too along the way here. So, all right, well, guys, listen, Johnny, I know I kept you overtime. I heard when you said Ben wasn't working today. So
Ben wasn't off, and I told Terry she didn't know I gave Ben the day off, so her stiff delivery is not for another 5 minutes. So I'm good.
Yes, Zeglin, you can read between all of the lines in that innuendo. Johnny's living longer in 8 minutes. No, so 5. So in about 13 minutes, John's going to be living much longer today, AJ.
He's not giving me much credit there, is he, AJ? Jesus Christ! Listen, you're clearly taking that time frame out of your book.
Zagan, what do you got going on after this, brother?
This morning I'm gonna get to the gym here, get the first workout of the year in, and then and then I honestly just got some work to catch up on, or I shouldn't say to catch up on, some work to get done. I got some stuff starting this weekend, some presentations and some stuff that I'm giving, so I just got to make sure I got everything in order. And then I don't know what the rest of the day will bring. We'll see.
Beautiful. Are you at home right now? I haven't seen that view before. Where's that view right now of you?
I am in home in our spare bedroom.
Nice.
That's a cool looking backdrop.
I agree. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just we were usually when I've been at home before. I'm jumping on with you guys. I've just been home alone, right? But we're still in Christmas holidays here, so it's a house full. So I had to retreat to a bedroom that isn't used much, just so it'd be quiet. So this was.
Dude, you look like you could be in a fucking studio with that backdrop.
Oh yeah, okay. Here we go.
I agree with that. 100%. All right, Zeglin, I appreciate you, man. I know you said you had 45. I kept you a little extra, man. I appreciate you for hanging out with us, and we'd love to find a way to get you back hanging out with us regularly at some point, which would be awesome. With myself and Johnny here on the show here. And Anderson, I love you, man. For my first, I love you for 2026. You enjoy your life expectancy work and have an awesome day today, and we'll catch up along the way. Okay.
Right on, my brothers. Hey, let's have a fucking amazing 2026.
I agree.
Agreed.
All right, Jimmy, let's walk about.
Have a good.
Thanks, guys.
All right, guys, we'll see you later. Beautiful. All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to Mornings Live with Keith, John, and friends. We're going to wrap up the show here. We're going to do a community corner segment, and then we're going to get out of here for the day. Jimmy, let's run that opener with Maya Reyes.
New year, clean slate. It's time for the community corner. Your DMs weren't confused. They were tired of excuses. Choose one habit for 7 days. Do it daily, no exceptions. Get one accountability check. If nobody can call you out, fix that first. Tell us your 7-day move below. Handsome Chief, back to you.
Today, guys, kept it pretty light, kept it pretty loose. The schedule was very loose today. For those of you that are regular, you guys know how the show works. Well, today was a little bit lighter. Hey, we're gonna start the community corner wrap up. And hey, great job to Melissa and Jimmy over on our little our story time segments with Brianna Bass. I thought it was awesome. Neiman, fucking great job, man. Love it, love it, love it. And we're going to be doing more of that, guys, more of those little storytelling throughout the show to keep piecing the show together. So great job from my team, from our team to all of you guys. All right, the book that stops you from living for other people, Clark Kegley, broke down the courage to the disliked. The book says you're not driven by your what? Oh, by your path. I thought it said pee, Neiman. I was like, what? You're not driven by your pee? Yeah, so hey, I'm 1 year older with my eyes and maybe less sleep. So my eyes were like, what the? I was like, what? Yeah, you're drawn by the goals that you set. Well, listen, trauma doesn't control you. No, people use the same past differently. Although we talked about it earlier, maybe the trauma is controlling those of us who go through midlife and can't figure out how to turn it around. Right? One thing you can control now is what you do going forward, especially as we get into 2026 and move forward, guys. You know, many problems are interpersonal, status games, comparison, FOMO, coming from how you relate to others, not from being broken inside. And here's an idea for you guys. Many folks are going to get started next Monday. They are, because they're going, well, fuck, it's Thursday this week. I'm going to start my goals next Monday. No, maybe the invitation is this. Maybe the FOMO you can create for others is by getting started with your goals here today. Separate some tasks, guys. Focus on what's your responsibility. Your responsibility is to get moving today, not waiting till next Monday. Stop managing others' reactions. Well, but Keith, I'm going to start next week. Well, no, good for you. I'm starting today. So ask yourself this. In any group of 10 people, 2 are going to like you, 7 are going to be neutral, 1 is not going to like you, and the other are going to try to prevent you from hitting your goals. People create problems to avoid the risk of trying and failing. What are they doing today? Waiting till next Monday. Yes. No. Get started today. Prefer dreaming of future greatness over doing the work now, because that happiness comes from feeling useful, not from praise or being vulnerability fixed. All right, move over to Substack, you guys. You're not as busy as you think. How do I know? I got some proof. Paulina tracked 168 hours, found people overestimated work by 25%. Underestimate device use. Yes, adults average 3.5 hours a day on phones. That's it? That's it? Fuck, I average 7. Good. Oh, but Keith, you're hedging your screen all the time. Yeah, I'm building my business. Most parents pay for children, but don't and won't outsource cooking, cleaning, laundry. I said children, I meant childcare. Yeah. Sorry, I got to put this out here. Unless you're in Minnesota. Oh, to all my friends listening right now in Minnesota. Yeah, so you guys paying for childcare? All right, ears up. Good time, ears up. Sullivan, ears up. Yeah, you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Go look at the news. Yeah, maybe the folks living in Minnesota have great childcare. Anyways, emotional baggage makes outsourcing feel wrong. Yeah, growing up, I think we got to do some investigating into childcare in Minnesota. That could be something we could do on the show here, I'm thinking, actually. You know, because that Shirley guy's doing it. The Western media companies are doing it, and everybody's just getting it wrong. And they're just down the highway. Like, Minnesota's just around the corner over there. Just wondered. Childcare in Minnesota. Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. You don't know what I'm talking about? You haven't been paying attention to what's happening in the world, man. It is crazy out there. All right, let's keep moving over to LinkedIn. Your brain lives in your body. Treat them like teammates. Yeah, Kevin Hicks. Near 50, he learned physical health is part of mental health, not separate from. Hold on a second. No shit, Sherlock. Yes. So do we actually have to? Yes. Hi. I'm now 50, and I've recognized that mental health is connected to physical health. Yeah. 1 + 1 = 2. Yeah. Mental health, physical. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah. True story. Yeah. Lifting weights reduces anxiety. Oh, yeah. Yeah. True story. Yeah. Start strength training. Yeah. True story. Yeah. Hey, Kevin Hicks, man, you're dropping bombs this morning on Mornings in the Lab. Sorry. I had to have some fun with that post. Okay. Well, listen. What's going on, nation? Maya, do you connect the physical with the mental, or are you just mental? Maya Reyes.
That's for our community corner. New year means receipts. Pick one habit and track it daily. Drop your 7-day plan below. Keep it small. Make it non-negotiable. If you slip, own it. Restart tomorrow. Text one buddy for 2 check-ins weekly. Screenshot your comment. Send it to him. Follow us on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Substack, and Blue Sky.
I heard that one. I heard Blue Sky added to the end of that one. We've never dropped Blue Sky. So we are in Blue Sky. Yeah, we are there too. With all the So I gotta tell you, so it's funny when you go onto these platforms, right? Get all these liberals over on the Blue Sky platform. Get all these liberals over on the Threads platform. You get all these Republicans and MAGA folks on the X platform. And they're all just fucking humans. Just throwing fucking water at each other, just throwing water back and forth and just throwing darts back and forth. I find it quite humorous, especially as the Canadian guy, because I can sit here and just observe and react and just roll my eyes at all the ridiculous behavior that we as humans like to undertake. It's like we get associated with some kind of color or some kind of party. And it's like, this is right. This is wrong. This person's useless because of this view. Let's just have a conversation. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today. New Year's Day. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. The full 2 hours. Yep. So I got to be honest, we probably weren't going to do 2 hours today, but we had a guest show up. So 2 hour show here today. We started the day with some fun, some banter, some current conversations. We had center stage with Sam Mitchell by the time we finally got here. Autistic podcaster. If you're learning about autism, I'd invite you to go back and listen to the show about 45 minutes into the first hour. Sam joined us. We got into the Steven Seagal conversation with AJ Zeglin, who's here for hour 2 on Deep Dive. And then we just had some back and forth stuff. We talked about the final video played over on MTV yesterday as that era is wrapping up. And then tomorrow, we got Shane Dool, the Superman of cannabis, joining us. Hey, Neiman, I didn't tell you this, but Shane reached out to me. He's like, hey, can we meet before I go on the show? No. He's like, oh, I'm like, nope, can't meet. We just do the show live and organic. So we're meeting Shane Dool the first time that you guys meet him tomorrow, the Superman of cannabis joining us. So guys, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here and let's get after it. We're going to see you in less than 22 hours. It's time for Jimmy and all my friends in the Philippines to go to bed. It's time for me to go back to bed too. See you guys in less than 22. Have a great one, nation. Happy New Year's from Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, Jimmy, Melissa, Marty, AJ, 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here. See you guys tomorrow.